The Inclusion Think Tank podcast is presented by New Jersey Coalition for Inclusive Education, NJCIE. This podcast will feature conversations with inclusive education experts and advocates to discuss the impact of inclusion in schools. It serves as a resource for educators, school administrators, and families who are seeking additional knowledge about topics related to inclusive education. Established in 1989 by professionals and parents, NJCIE is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that serves parents and educators in New Jersey. For over 25 years, NJCIE has been the only nonprofit organization in New Jersey with the sole focus on inclusive education and provides needed expertise to schools and educators on how to include students with disabilities into school communities and classrooms with dignity and equality. NJCIE currently serves over 100 school districts in the state of New Jersey. NJCIE supports inclusive education for all students as a fundamental civil right and views inclusion as a means to creating an equitable, socially just, democratic society. I am Arthur Aston, and I will be your host for the Inclusion Think Tank podcast. My educational background is in psychology, and I have 8 years' experience of working with nonprofits that serve the disability community. The topic of inclusive education is important to me because I was born with spina bifida, a diagnosis that impacts my mobility. I am looking forward to facilitating these conversations that will focus on inclusive education, that will hopefully engage you, our listeners, and expand all of our knowledge on the topics related to inclusive education.